Today we are talking about the paranormal ritual, Three Kings. This is also known as no sleep. In this ritual, you sit in a room along with the queen and the fool in order to discuss with your inner ego or potentially evil spirits. So what do you need to perform this ritual? You need a large dark room, preferably a basement, a candle that you can easily carry, I might add, 2 large mirrors, 3 chairs, an electric fan, an alarm clock, an object from your childhood, a charged cell phone, and optionally another person to ensure that you were able to wake up and exit the ritual, and optionally a bucket of water that they can pour onto you if they are not able to easily wake you up from the ritual. So how do you do this ritual? First, you begin by setting up the room for the ritual. You can perform this anytime in the evening, but it's recommended that you begin around 11 p.m. In order to set this up, you set up 3 chairs. You place one in the center facing north, and then you place 2 chairs on either side facing that center chair. The center chair is your throne, making you the king, and then to your sides you have the queen, the fool, although that could be reversed. It's called 3 kings because you are each your own king. So the queen would be their own, making you the queen or the fool. So you have the chairs, you set the 2 mirrors on each of the side chairs. You set up the electric fan behind your throne and you turn it on. You want it on the low or medium setting, probably low. And if you are using the bucket of water, it's recommended to have that in front of your throne so it's easily accessible for the other person if they need to use it to wake you up. Okay, so once your area is set up, you will leave the room and leave the door open. You are now free to go about the rest of your day, go to sleep. You need to set your alarm clock to wake you up at exactly 3:30 a.m. And when you go to sleep, you need to be holding your item from your childhood, also known as your power item. Okay, so once your alarm goes off, you need to light the candle, take your cell phone and your power object, and go down to that room, the basement. You need to begin the ritual by 3:33 exactly, but before you begin the ritual, you need to make sure that everything is still in order. If you find the basement door closed, abort. If the light is on, abort. If the fan is not going, abort. If anything has moved, abort. If your candle goes out on the way to your throne, abort. Aborting does not mean just not going on with the ritual. Aborting means you need to leave your house entirely until 6 a.m. at least, just to be safe and make sure the spirits have left. If everything is in order and you are able to continue with the game, then you need to walk to your throne, making sure that the candle does not go out from the fan, while still not looking at either of the mirrors on your way there. Sit down and set an alarm on your phone for 4:34 a.m. This is when the game should end. I don't know about your power object. I assume that you will put that on the floor next to the bucket of water, since this is one of the ways that you can help wake yourself up, but otherwise it's not necessary for the rest of the ritual. But basically, for the rest of the ritual, you are just sitting in your chair, holding your candle, making sure that it does not go out, and staring straight ahead. Never looking at the candle that you're holding or either of the mirrors. Now, I don't know what happens if you look in the candle. Probably something about it reflecting the mirrors or something. But if you look in either of the mirrors, an evil spirit supposedly will pull you into the spirit world. But while you stare forward for that hour, you can ask questions. And this is an introspective experience. And so people have, claimed this is you talking with your ego in 3 parts, reminiscing about your past that has been brought up because of your power object. But it's also been noted that you're talking to evil spirits that are, delving down into your guilt and your hopes and just pretending to possibly be your ego. So you should start to feel and hear a presence from the mirrors. And this is what you would ask your questions to. The presence may be an entity manifesting as a part of yourself or an introspective meditation. The conversation will revolve around your past and unresolved issues. This ritual has been described as a lucid dream, perhaps transporting your consciousness to another dimension. Given the discussion is all introspective, I would assume that this might be taking you to the higher realm to speak with your higher self. But given the actual accounts, people who played the game, it doesn't sound like that's the case. But I don't think that you go to another dimension. If there is any dimensional traveling, I would think it would be the spirits traveling into the mirror. But that's just my take on it. So in order to end the ritual, you can have the alarm on your phone go off to snap you out of it, let you know it's time. But if that doesn't work, it's good to have another person that can come in and call out to you. If you don't respond, they can try calling your phone in order to wake you up. But if that's not working, then they can throw the water on you. At no point are they allowed to touch you, probably because doing so would transport them into that potential reality or give the spirits power over them as well. So these are the ways that are mentioned. They don't say anything about being able to turn the lights on, but I would think that you could do that. But the rules say that if throwing the water does not work, your only way back is to call on your power item. There's no instructions on how to do that, how your power item is supposed to help you. And the rules don't actually even say to bring your power item down to the basement. But that's why I'm saying if you're gonna call on your power item to bring you out of the basement, you should probably have it in the basement next to you. But as I said before, basically messing up this ritual in any way just results in you being pulled into the spirit world. So, let me know in the comments below your thoughts on this ritual, if you've played it, if you want to play it, and let me know what paranormal game you'd like me to cover next on the channel.